What's good, everyone? Welcome back to another video. If you don't know who I am, that means you're new. I'm Mark. What's good with y'all? Go check out my other videos, of course. But I thought, you know what? It's been a couple of days since I've uploaded. I've been lacking on it a little bit before that. So let me try to push something out for y'all real quick. So today's topic, and I'm saying today because I'm not 100% sure whether or not I will be able to make another video for y'all. All right, it's not mainly because of time. However, there is one piece to the next video I need that I haven't gotten yet. And it's not like, oh yeah, he needs to go buy something. It's nothing like that. Y'all will get it in the next video. But who knows? I might not even do that video as the next one. I have to decide. All right. There are a lot of thoughts and steps that go into being a creator for y'all because y'all are a discerning crowd of fire fucking people. Ain't that right? So today's topic is my opinion on SBRs, or short-barreled rifles. Now, actually, you know what? I am going to be doing another video after this, all right? However, it's not going to be like a very, very interesting video. It's just something that I am probably going to be doing maybe in the shorts for context. Probably not in shorts, actually. But I'm going to be doing it as more of a context thing for future videos, things along those lines, right? So, actually, you know what? Fuck that. I'm not even going to do that. I'm just going to say it on this video. All right, I'm going to shorten it down to one sentence. All right. Just because when I mention a gun, right? For example, I just did a review on this Glock 19 Gen 3, right? Just because I do a video on the gun, right? And it could fucking fail in all four situations: home defense, concealed carry, shit hits the fan, animal defense. That doesn't mean that it's a gun I wouldn't buy. I'm a collector too. That's the thing. Y'all got to understand that. I do collect guns. All right. So with that being the case, it's kind of something that, I felt, should be pointed out to y'all. You see what I'm getting at here? Because I've heard a lot of people sit there and, they'll be like, oh yeah, well, why do you like these guns then if you think they're bad for all this? Well, actually, here's a perfect example, right? 1911s. I'm not the biggest fan of 1911s. However, all right, they're gorgeous guns. They're great pieces of history. They're overall a good gun. I'm going to own one day. So that's just an example. However, I wouldn't use it for any form of fucking personal defense. There's just better options. So with that being out the way, we can get back on to the actual video's topic. All right, my opinion on SBRs. And the reason why I kind of brought up all that right after saying, the video topic the first time is because I'm going to be running it through the situations. And I'll say this flat out because I hope y'all understand this. I am completely against tax stamps. I'm against giving the government more money than they're already taking. So with that being the case, I do not own any SBRs. So y'all can sit there and, make what you want of that. You're going to sit there and argue, oh, he has no experience with them. He has no clue what he's talking about. And, in a way, kind of, but realistically, here's the deal. When so many people are saying the same thing, then, it might not just be my thought that, I'm just getting as an inexperienced person with these. So just wanted to point that out because I know there are going to be people that already hear the typing, people getting mad as fuck for no reason. I already fucking hear it. So let's talk about the pros and cons of SBRs real quick, and why, I'm not even going to say why, but realistically where their place is. All right. So we're just talking SBRs, no suppressors on them, none of that. They generally are a good bit louder. That's definitely a con. Now, granted, I've always been the person to say that in a real life or death situation, you're not caring about your hearing as much as you are living. I still stand on that point. However, let's, for example, take a short-barreled AR. The 5.56 is already a concussive round. So when you shorten down the barrel, it's just obnoxiously fucking loud. All right. Most rifle rounds are pretty fucking loud. All right. So I think that should kind of cover my base reason as why I can say that. But just with how loud they are, I'll be honest with you. If I had to choose between an SBR or nothing, to defend my home, yeah, I'm gonna pick an SBR. An SBR is better than nothing, of course. Anything is better than nothing. We all know that. However, if I had to choose between a full length rifle or an SBR for home defense, I'm probably gonna go with the full length rifle for a couple of reasons. One, that's mainly what I'm used to. I'm used to a full length rifle. All right, y'all can be, y'all can think whatever you want with that. However, that is what I'm used to, handling things with when it comes to rifles is a full length, at least 16 inches, So I'll be real with you. Yes, while it'll be, the SBRs will be easier to maneuver, it's already not super hard for me to maneuver, a full size rifle. So not even hard really. It's just not the most fun. But I think we could all agree that, a pistol is much more maneuverable than, a full size rifle or an SBR. I think we can all agree on that. So regardless, that's neither here nor there. The point is that pro for the SBRs doesn't necessarily get me, like it's not a big pro in my opinion. It doesn't get me super hyped about them. Uh, let's see here. Now with the shorter barrel, this is another con. All right, with the shorter barrel also comes less velocity out of the rounds. Now here's what I will say: for 7.62 by 39, that's not the biggest deal in the world. It's meant to be more of a harder hitting round at a closer distance instead of long distance. You know what I mean? So with that being the case, I guess we can, exclude, SBR AKs, right? Or SBR AKs, short barreled AKs. Fucking, I'm sorry, y'all. I just got off work not too long ago, cleaned my crib up, and was like, you know what? Fuck it. They deserve a video. So here I am. But as I was saying, so we can exclude short barreled AKs from that, but mm, there aren't many rounds that were meant to, be fired out of a shorter barrel. You know what I mean? 300 Blackout definitely is one. However, my whole point that I'm getting at is realistically, you do lose velocity with the shorter the barrel. That's a big deal because the whole point of having a rifle calibered weapon is because it has more stopping power than a pistol. You see what I mean? That's the whole point of doing that. Is you see what I'm getting at? I don't know. Y'all are gonna sit there, and the SBR lovers are gonna do what they want to do. That's fine. Go ahead, do whatever you want to do. I don't give a fuck. All right, but I'm telling y'all this as a fact because all of this is fact. So you're essentially just taking away from the power of the rifle round. Not a big fan of that. That what was the point of even getting a rifle if you're not trying to have the power of a rifle? You guys get what I'm saying? So that's definitely a pretty fucking big con. Let me see here. Oh yeah, my favorite con. You have to pay a fucking tax stamp and notify the fucking government that you own one. I'm completely fucking against that. And here's why. I am all for small government. I do not believe the government should have any need to know what kind of guns I own. Why? Because I don't own them illegally. So what does it matter? What does the barrel length matter? The shorter the barrel doesn't make it more of a dangerous firearm. I hate to break this to everyone. Everybody likes to argue, oh, it's more concealable. Concealability is objective. Not objective, subjective. Here's why I say that. It depends where you're concealing it with. All right? So, let's take my AR for example. Right? 16-inch. Right? Pop the sights down. This, just on my body, like you would carry a pistol, isn't super concealable. Let's take a look at that side profile. Yeah, guys. That's me right there. Come on. See what I mean? So with that being the case, yeah, that's not very, really the most concealable. We can all agree on that. However, let's say, I'm trying to conceal this from someone who's fucking outside my home. Me being in here with this, I could have it like that if I wanted to, and it would be perfectly fine. Girl, why do you always try doing that? This bitch, I swear to God, she be trying to run in front of the barrel of guns all the fucking time. Good thing I got good fucking muzzle discipline. Fuck. All right, you see my point. If I'm in a car, even that's a lot easier to conceal. So realistically, it's kind of subjective. It depends what you're using to conceal it. You know what I mean? Most people, if not all people, are not carrying SBRs or even fucking Dracos or fucking AR pistols just on their person appendix carry. That's pretty fucking dumb. You see hood dudes do it on occasion for videos, but it's like, bro, I know you're not walking around with it like that. If you are, you're a fucking dumbass. You look dumb. That's the truth. Like, and keep in mind, I know people who walk around with drums on them. I still think that what y'all are doing looks fucking dumber. So, as I was saying, all right, those are definitely some cons. You know, uh, Having to notify the government because, well, they're fucking dumb. Having to tell them, hey, I have this gun. It's a short barreled rifle. I have to give them all the info on my gun, all my info, pay them money just to own it. What kind of stupid fucking shit is that? So that being the case, I do want to point that out to y'all right now. Those are some pros and cons. All right. Uh, you know, Home defense, it'll, as I was trying to get at before, it will do the job. But realistically speaking, it's not going to do the job a lot better than a full size rifle would. As a matter of fact, I feel a full size rifle would do a better job. Now, of course, we're gonna take concealed carry off the fucking table. I just showed y'all why. You know what I mean? Let's move on to an SHTF situation. All right, well, I guess realistically, in an SHTF situation, you don't have to worry about, it being too loud because in a real SHTF situation, sound does not matter. So let's get that out the way. However, what does matter, and this is another con of shorter barrels, is they cannot reach out far enough. If you need to take care of a threat that's further away, you're not going to be able to do so accurately or with enough force needed. So with that being the case, it's not looking too good for those. It's not looking too good for SBRs. It's not looking too good for them. That is basically the main reason why I would say they're not the best for SHTF. Now let's get this out of the way. In an SHTF situation, shit has hit the fan. With that being the case, whatever gun you have is better than fucking nothing. So I want to point that out. Whatever gun you have, better than nothing by all standards. However, there are guns that are better than other guns. We can all agree there. So as far as SHTF, it's a meh, you know what I mean? Home defense, it's also a you know what I mean? It's not nothing about it is really standing out too much that's making it so amazing. Now let's move on to animal defense. I can see it being good and bad. That's the issue with SBRs. If you notice, there's pros and cons immediately to them. Of course, there are pros and cons to using every type of gun. However, it just seems that it's, with SBRs, it's such a even, it's like I don't even want to bother. There's no, there's no outstanding pros and no outstanding cons. They're just plateauing. All right, so animal defense with a great deal of, medium-sized animals, you should be good. I would say, it depends what kind of animal we're talking about realistically. However, I do not like taking that risk considering how much lower the velocity could be based off the round. So with that being the case, you're dealing with animals that are going to try to kill you. These are legitimate animals. They're, I don't know if y'all don't understand this, but animals that will kill you, they are actual killing machines. They'll kill you and be happy they did it. Like, look, let's be realistic here. hitmen, they get paid, so they're like, yeah, I'm happy I did it, but my job is killing people. Like, they're not, I'm sure nobody would, no hitman is probably the happiest about that. So, with that being the case, that's the exact fucking opposite. These motherfuckers are happy they killed you because they're gonna fucking eat you and bring you to their fucking kids to eat, or they're gonna sit there and just fuck with your body. They're gonna do whatever. All right. So with that being the case, I like to, not undercut any round that I'm taking with me. I think that's a fair thing to say. I don't want to sit there and, basically turn a 9 mil to a 380. You guys get what I'm trying to get at here? So it is kind of iffy. However, the sound realistically isn't going to matter unless you're trying to hide from something. But I mean, if you're shooting at something you're trying to hide from, they're probably going to hear it no matter what. That's just realistic. So I'm trying to give it like a legitimate, I mean, of course, it'll do the job, against animals like wolves, dogs, coyotes, you know, medium-sized animals like that. It'll probably do the job for a bear. That's the issue I'm worried about, though, is with big animals like bears, is that with the velocity being lost, what if it doesn't do the job it needs to? You know what I mean? So, with that being the case, that's why I'm real iffy on it. Uh, hogs, short-barreled will probably do the job just fine. I'm trying to just give an exact I don't know. I mean, realistically, with everything that it is, everything that is good for, there's just enough that it's not good for. You know what I mean? So it's like, I think that's the moral of the video, is that SBRs, I kind of look at them as like, they're cool. Don't get me wrong, they're fucking dope. All right, but they're not the most optimal for defense realistically in any of the situations I mentioned. So I might get, like, if, look, let me put it like this. If the tax stamp thing isn't an issue, we don't have to notify the government that we own an SBR anymore, I will get one. I will get one. Why? Because as I said, I am a collector. All right. So, with that being said, I'm sure y'all have been waiting to hear this. Y'all make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that bell. When you hit that bell, hit all. And even if you like SBRs completely, if you don't like them, if you're like me and you think they're then go and check out the podcast channel, Adam's channel, Centerfire Podcast, Gun Nut TV. Y'all know what the deal is. Y'all make sure to stay legal, stay safe, stay dangerous. Have a good one, y'all. Peace.